2, 1.
Boom! And welcome to the Big Honker Podcast, brought to you by Pacific Calls. I'm Jeff Stanfield with the world famous Andy Shaver.
Just in time to lose Pacific
And
Calls.
we lost Pacific Calls, guys. They're back again.
They are.
Oh, this is going to be the wrong phone to use.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, right. You're popular. You get
With-
phone calls.
with-
You should've used
with-
mine.
Shit.
Everybody's calling you?
With us today, we have the brains behind Pacific Calls, Mr. Alex Yerges, and the face of Pacific Calls. Well, Stefan's not here, so I guess we'll have Trevor here today instead.
Oh,
Man.
there it is. There it is.
Replacement is here.
Do
You're
we
welcome,
even see
everybody.
Stefan anymore now that he's
Indian
Dad?
guy.
Daddy?
No.
Yep.
You do?
Nope.
No,
No.
he's
I
gone.
mean, once in a while. I live in the same neighborhood, so it's, I drive by a lot.
So is he banned from Pacific Calls now?
Oh, not at all.
He's just a
welcome
dad.
anytime. He's got better things to do and more important company to keep.
He's busy. He's a dad.
I'm proud of him for that. I really did. I figured him and Shanahan would have a kid together eventually, but guess he decided to go with a woman.
One ugly son of a bitch.
Funkle Stefan quits coming around the shop now. Your productivity with the staff is going to dramatically increase now that he can't come around anymore.
Way up. It's nice. I appreciate it.
Well, how
I
was
always look at him when he comes in. I'm just like, dude, you got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And then you need to get the fuck out.
He takes that as 5 minutes with every individual
Yeah.
here.
Right.
And then everyone starts huddling around him.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's got like another 5 minutes with the group.
Life of the party.
And he's like, okay, remember, I'm your HR.
He's having a meeting. So,
He is Funkle Stefan.
there you go.
He ain't no good time Charlie anymore, that's for sure.
No,
I enjoy Stefan. I think he's a good dude.
I like him. Everybody, apparently,
Nobody-
everybody likes him
yeah.
so much that they don't get shit done whenever he's around.
I wouldn't want him coming around my employees
Exactly.
either. I'd be the same fucking way. I'd be like, listen, you stay out on the pavement up the road. If we need anything, we'll come up there and see you. Otherwise, we don't need your ass around here.
You can wave outside of the glass,
Yep.
buddy.
That's all we want. Just stay up there.
Hey, is that a cornfield hat in the background?
It is. It is. Hold on, I'll grab it real
Is that
fast.
the old David Harms cornfield camo?
Yep.
I've got some of that still.
That's badass.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that guy.
Is that a
still fit? Sure does.
Oh, you need to come back and you need to do a Pacific one of those.
This is my dad's.
Can you even find that camouflage anymore, though?
Yeah, it's still around. Heinz was doing something with it.
We've got a
So
bolt
they did
of it
something
somewhere.
with
Oh,
it
wasn't that
one
with
time.
Shin or something?
I don't
Oh,
remember.
I've got a bolt with.
Didn't he run?
I still have a bolt of that somewhere around here, but it's the green.
Yeah,
the
I
green
like
one.
It. It's comfortable. It
Brian
hasn't been worn in 30 years.
Brian Sullivan was the first person I had one. I've got the whole. I've got 2 or 3 outfits of it. I gave you one of them, Andy.
I lost it a long time ago.
Well, there
Jeff.
you go.
Pawned it.
It wasn't
Pawned
cool,
it.
Jeff. Wasn't cool when
Yeah.
Andy was running.
Nope. I even signed it. Jeff
black-
Stanfield.
It was the black hoodie whenever I was young and running
Black Hoodie
around.
Brigade.
Yeah, you had to do the black hoodie back in the day. Black hoodie and a vest
Team
is
Pro
what it
staff.
was. Yeah.
Oh, in the vest. Yeah.
Still wearing
Yep.
my black hoodie. And
I'm wearing my black hoodie.
damn it.
I go change real quick.
You actually did hunt in that hoodie.
I
That's an
did. This
original.
is like
Yeah,
this
that's
is
old
like
school.
18-year-old.
I guess y'all grew up wearing black hoodies all the time, right?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I just asked the question. I mean,
Where are you going with
Answer
this?
yes, and you're like, wait, hold on.
I don't fall into many traps of Jeff's anymore.
I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to set you up. I just asked. You grew up. You
Sure.
guys grew up with the black hoodie, same as Andy did.
I feel like that's a setup.
No.
Oh, okay. We're talking about era. Okay.
The era,
Yep.
the black
Yep,
hoodie
totally.
era. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all I was
Black
talking
Hoodie
about.
Brigade.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
didn't.
I'm on pro staff.
What was yours? Just whatever you could find?
Just some old shitty camo. I did have.
Couldn't get it. Sweatshirt.
My first black hoodies that I wore was in 94, 95. Our first ones we did. So, but that's when they first started coming around. But before that, nobody wore black hoodies.
You weren't really a guy.
It blends in really well.
It does. I mean, you got shadows and stuff. You weren't a real guide unless you wore your black hoodie.
Yeah,
Just-
100%.
Sorry.
Gotta have that.
You got to have the black hoodie.
I wasn't a real guide.
Sorry, Jeff.
Nope.
It's okay.
Thank God.
I've learned that a long time ago. I've decided to accept that. I will never be a goose guide, a waterfowl guide. I still got a guy gets pissed off at me every once in a while that they had a judge call named after me. One guy even wrote me that deal. I don't understand how they can name a fucking call after you. It's bullshit. You don't even guide no more. Like, okay. Like, Jesus, get mad at me over
Kissing
something.
your cornflake.
Yeah, no shit. He was pissy. So, how was the rodeo?
That Jeff didn't attend.
Yeah, Jeff, where the hell were you at, bud?
You
promised me in Mexico on the beach, drunk in tequila, in the waves, and you said I will be there.
No, I told
with
you.
My son,
no,
I have not met.
I told you. Yep. I said, Trevor. I said I don't know when we're leaving to go home, but if it coincides with the same day,
after?
I said if it coincides with the same day we're leaving, I would like to do it. And I'm tell you what, I missed you guys, but I'm freaking glad I didn't go that 5 hours out of the way, which would have turned into another 10 hours because it's a long freaking drive home.
No matter what, it's a long freaking drive home from Washington to Texas. So you could have just gave up that 5 hours and saw all your friends.
No, it would have been 10 hours.
10, 15, doesn't matter, folks. Here we go.
But I got as close
I was very upset about this.
I got it.
I'm just not even me. It's everybody else. They're like, Jeff talked about it on the podcast, blah, blah, blah.
Standing out there by the mailbox. Jeff will be here any minute.
Dirk and I are out there like he's coming, right?
He's going to be here.
He's coming.
Yeah, all three people.
It was,
all three people.
Rodeo was awesome.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Jeff? Sorry.
All three people were worried about where I was, so that's not worried about it.
There was 5.
I talked to Dirk a minute ago. He didn't mention nothing about it.
Dirk's used to being disappointed by you.
He just wants to make you feel like you don't matter, and then all of a sudden, you're coming back.
So this is what you wanted to give me. This is what you officially wanted to give me shit about, is me not coming to Turkey Rodeo?
Just one of them.
You promised.
I got
one of them
here.
No, I promised that me and you would go next year.
Things to talk to Jeff about.
Next year, I don't care. You guys gotta come up.
We're coming. Me and Andy are coming up.
Jesse's already got it in the books. Andy can't ever
Travel
say he's
agent's
not
already
coming.
taken
Yeah.
care of.
Well,
you've already talked to my travel agent about it.
Hold on. This is just for guys, though, right? We're not bringing wives up there.
Oh, you don't have to, but whatever makes you guys actually show up, then that's kind of the direction I'm going to take.
Me and Andy are going up there. Just me and Andy. That's where we're leaving it at. Just me and Andy are coming up there. We're going to fly up there.
Jesse has friends up there.
It's a guy trip. It's like Squad Fest is a guy trip. Ducks, Delta, those are women trips. Squad Fest is
Squad
guys
Fest
only.
Is definitely a guy trip.
Yeah,
that's
and
for sure.
and the rodeo deals are guy deals.
She's never seen Archie before.
Well, Archie can fly down and see her.
She can fly up. It just makes more sense.
hard.
You're already on that. I'm already on that flight.
Sounds to me like I'm already freaking having to take Michelle up to Spokane too, because
She's never seen Archie either. Whenever you want to get down to the nitty gritty, so it would just make more sense.
The boys haven't seen Archie either. You bringing the boys?
Yeah, that's what we've got at this point. Yeah.
It works. The trap works.
I will be there.
Perfect.
Guaranteed. You can
You guys should come up.
You
You
could
guys
even
definitely come
Video evidence.
you even can put it. You could even print it up on the flyers that Andy will be there.
See how he did that? He just went from
He said Andy's gonna be here. He didn't say Jeff.
Yeah.
No, I'm
See how he did that?
I will be at the Turkey Rodeo next year. So how many people did y'all have
I
this
want to
year?
see Jeff shoot a turkey.
I didn't say
luck
I was
on
going
that.
hunting. I didn't say I was going turkey hunting. I was going to be there for the rodeo, not the killing.
Yeah, no, I just kind of want to see you shoot a turkey and run after it.
I tell you, I ain't running after some bitch. I'll kill it. Why do I have to run after it? It's dead.
Heck, you get the wobble and start rolling down the hill.
No.
We have those things around here. They're called hills.
Well, I tell you what. You put me on a turkey, I'll come up. You can film it, and I'll shoot a turkey next year. Okay.
Deal.
My first turkey ever will be killed in Washington State. Now, if it's a Jake or whatever, we're shooting that bitch. One of the things we're not
Still
shooting is a
shooting it.
hen. Huh?
Bearded hen. You can shoot a bearded hen. You just can't shoot a non-bearded hen.
Okay, that's what I'll shoot. Just whatever comes out's got any kind of fuzz on it, I'm shooting that son of a bitch.
You kind of want to shoot a bearded hen because the winner, there was only one bearded hen turned in this year, and they won a gun safe.
Nope.
It was just gun safe, right?
Yep,
Just gun safe. But it came with
Northwest
like Northwest safe. It came in with like a whole light system. Humidifier.
Yeah. Tricked out. It was really cool.
That's all.
I want to shoot I want to shoot a Rio up there though.
Well, you can shoot our hybrid Merriam Rio Brown thing.
Why
that
do you
we
want to shoot
have
something
that
we
no
have
one really
here?
knows.
Why don't you want to shoot something you've never shot before?
You want to shoot a Merriam up here.
Yeah.
Or
white tip.
What about an Eastern?
That is very hard. We have to go in Southwest Washington, and there's like 4.
So it's pretty good odds.
So are you
Pretty
gonna?
hard.
Are you
Pretty
gonna?
hard.
good odds.
For you, you
Very
probably
good odds.
for sure 100%.
Are you gonna shoot a Merriam? Or are you gonna get it mounted?
No, well,
Well, I just asked you a question.
yeah.
Don't look at him like I was. Andy's been this asshole. We got through this the other day with fucking text. It's against the rules for me to call. I have to text.
no. It's,
Yes. I don't like.
Yes.
I don't like
I know
freaking
he'd
texting.
rather have a
I'm
text.
driving, and Trevor Austin's is bad too. Yerges, I need you to send me your number so when I got a question, I can just call you because Trevor has to wade through about 5,000 people trying to buy a fucking condominium, and then he still don't call me back till the month later.
No, it's like a week at most.
Yeah, a week. How hard is that? Can you imagine if you called me and I said, "Well, I'll call him in a week"?
Well, do you have a 2.5-year-old that yells at you to put your phone down?
I got a
Jeff, I don't
55-year-old.
want to burst your bubble, man.
Yeah,
but
let's look at Alex's phone right now. How many
I
text messages do you have unanswered?
41 missed unanswered calls, and at this point,
477
unanswered text messages.
It's not looking good for
But
you,
Jeff
Jeff.
Stanfield's not one of them. See,
Talk to Matt. Matt'll help you.
You are very, very correct. Don't
Not
get me
yet.
wrong. I got
You'll
a
be
long list of shit.
478. Don't worry, bud.
And don't get me wrong, like 300 of those are the dumb group texts that I don't care. To
I
be
hate
part
them
of.
fucking
He
deals.
doesn't click on. He just doesn't
I
click on.
just don't click on them exactly right. Most of them are like, oh yeah.
I see your mom on there.
There's my
Jesus.
family group text. I don't click on that. Oh well.
I do the same.
Where
If
this
it's important, you call me. Fuck.
Yeah.
Where
No,
this-
but so we're going back to the rodeo. Yes, you're coming up to the rodeo, and it's going to be a great time.
Good.
where Jeff got off on this tangent, I texted him a couple nights ago wanting to know the podcast schedule for the next day. I said, "Hey, it's 8 a.m. tomorrow, correct?" He sends me a text back, "Yes, 8 a.m." That's good enough, right? He answered my
an
question.
answer.
10 seconds later, my phone rings, and it's Jeff. And I say simply, "Jeff, those text messages will have sufficed." And he blew up on me.
Fuck yeah. I pay for that goddamn phone. I've been paying.
You ignored the phone call and then text him back.
I've been paying for that phone since Andy was 12 years old. How old are you now?
Same one.
Do you want this phone back? Because I will
No.
gladly
No.
give this. If this is what's keeping me here,
And he's going back to his
I
phone.
will gladly
Okay.
turn this company phone in, and you can hand that to the next Andy that runs this
Motorola
podcast.
Razor.
I will go. They're bringing
Sidekick one
Nokia
that
back.
picks
I
up.
will go back to that.
How old are you?
I am 37 years
Okay,
old.
for 25 years, I've been paying for that number right there. So all I ask is that he just pick some bitch up and give me an answer to. I don't know why it's so fucking
I
hard.
asked you the question, and you answered it, and then needed to call me to tell
Wait,
me that
Jeff,
you
why
answered
were you
it.
calling him? What was the reason you calling him?
To
Just
let
make
me
sure
know.
he got
To
your
let me
text?
know that it was 8 a.m. that next day.
I had to ask him a question about it too, but I get this same freaking attitude from everybody that's lived on 3rd Street with us. Everybody. My wife is the one too. Well, why didn't you just text me? Because I'm driving down the freaking road at 80 miles an hour. I don't want to have a wreck, so you can talk on the phone. So I told her the other day, I said, listen, don't fucking ever call me again. Just text me. I don't give a shit what it is. Don't call me. Ever again call me. Just text me, okay? What's your problem?
The next time you're going 80 miles an hour down the highway and you're on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, I'm going to video it and be like,
Calling you out.
he's saving lives by not texting. Thank God he's only on Twitter right now.
Exactly.
Or checking fantasy football
Doesn't have to move his thumb.
or the radar. Yeah,
you figured
thank
it
God.
out.
Writing your Facebook paragraphs, but you can't text, but you can do that while you
Yeah.
drive.
No, I don't do that while driving. Do that
about
sitting around.
overthought.
But I would.
How long does it take you to write one of those paragraphs, Jeff, every morning?
3 minutes, 5 minutes.
Hold on, still flip.
He's very
P9, right? Tick, hey.
he's very gifted writing wise. I'm getting dumber because I'm doing a lot on ChatGPT now. I don't write anything anymore.
real.
I just outsource it to ChatGPT. So I've noticed that I'm getting dumber as a writer.
Is that like an underhand compliment to me, or was you hurting my feelings again?
No,
because I
I
don't
wasn't-
understand.
I wasn't trying to hurt your feelings.
Okay, I just
I'm
didn't
just
know
saying-
if you were trying to kick me in the balls while I'm down here or not, or what's going on here.
For you to be able to write those is impressive because I don't write much anymore. I tell ChatGPT what I want written and it does it for me.
Well, I've got one already.
Jeff, it's 8 a.m.
My deal is I get a 5:45 to 7:45 window of 2 hours. No TV, no nothing, just me, and I love that. That's my favorite 2 hours of the
good.
whole day. Do you not have those
You just
times?
scroll.
I can do whatever I want to do.
Yeah, with his 2-year-old, he's got all the
No,
time in the
you
world.
don't have much of that anymore. That's what I'm saying.
Zero.
But so you either got to get up before Archie does, or you don't have any free time. I enjoy my 2 hours with the house is quiet. What's crazy
I got to
is,
get up before Haley and Archie, so I have nothing to do.
yeah. What's crazy is Michelle will come in the room and she'll turn on the TV and then she'll go get in the bath or something. I'm like, why did I need a TV on? I didn't have a TV on for a reason. I like the quiet. Or she comes in. This really wears me out.
Just want to hear you thinking.
She comes in and she'll go, "Oh God, it's hot in here. Are you hot?" Or "Oh God, are you? It's cold in here. Are you cold?" She'll turn the air conditioner, the heater on, and then she leaves. What the hell? 57 years old. You don't think I'm smart enough to know if I'm hot or cold? I mean, I could understand if I was dumb and shitting in my damn diapers over there and they hadn't put a blanket on me and I had frostbite on my feet, but I'm just sitting here perfectly happy. So, anyways,
She just wants to make sure, Jeff.
I think she's wanting me to die.
God bless Shell.
Yeah.
She cares.
Yeah,
she does.
We're in a race to see who lives the longest to spend the other life insurance. So that's what's going on. We're in that wild race of life.
Bets or like,
oh yeah, all old people do that shit. You find an old couple in the grocery store at 75 years old, and he's like, "I'm gonna outlive her. I'm gonna outlive her ass. That's all I'm gonna do now." Or if she keeps bitching, I hope I go first.
just out of spite.
Yeah. By God, I'll show her I'll outlive her ass.
Yeah. So I saw Dirk got a turkey while he was there.
Dirk got a turkey. Yeah, pounded that thing at like 12 yards. It was pretty nasty. Got the video of it on my phone. You know, my high tech phone that we got going on here. But it was a sweet little turkey shoot.
Dirk is a good guy.
Low key. Yeah.
Dirk,
oh yeah.
Dirk is unlike anyone else in the waterfowl industry.
Never met a person like Dirk.
No,
in my life,
super good dude. First time I met Dirk, I told Srecky, I said, "That guy right there is the best employee you're ever going to have. He can do anything." The damn bus broke down one time. He was fixing it. He does this. He does that. He's just a damn good guy.
Oh yeah. I don't know. He's just got the amount of different stories this guy has, and then just different opportunities that he's had in his life. And listening to all that, it's like I try to take in everything, but I can't.
Did he ever tell you this? Did he ever tell you the story about the cocaine smuggling deal?
No.
Yeah, he used to drive captain a high speed one of them cigar boats, and he'd go to Cuba and would get a load of cocaine and would drive up to St. John's River in Jacksonville, Florida, and then get on a private jet and they'd fly up north with it. I mean, like, we're talking millions and millions of dollars of cocaine, like every other 2 or 3 weeks. And he did that shit for did that for about 4 years, and they finally sunk the boat one time. And the drug cartel had to pick him up in a drug cartel and submarine and take him to the beach, and that's how he got away.
What?
Yeah, he's never told you that story.
Fucking Pablo. No, gotcha.
That's why
I feel like
that's why if you look at on his deal on his arm, he's got a tattoo of a Mexican flag because that was the cartel flag. Ask him about it.
He's pulling your dick right here.
Why would I do that?
Right after this,
you do it and ask him about it.
I've already started texting him. Like,
He's at home. He's at home. I just got off the phone with him like 15 minutes ago. So ask him. He'll tell you about it.
I feel like this is one of those Jeff stories.
No.
and Dirk's gonna look at me and be like, "What the
fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You got to start that. You got to start that by Jeff said this.
Yeah.
You can't be like,
Jeff
hey,
said ... next paragraph now.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Were you moving major weight in Cuba? You can't just start.
No, from Cuba through Florida.
Hey, I'll drive your boat.
Yeah, where do I submit my resume?
So had you been scouting that turkey? Had you set that aside for Dirk?
It's a spot that we really just kind of use for content. Able to go. It's close to the shop.
Basically, dummy birds.
It's a sweet spot.
Yep.
It's one of our little sweet spots, that's for sure.
Nobody shoot the dumb birds.
Mountain hiking in. Kind of a backyard deal.
Yeah. You call that bird up a lot and be like, okay.
Yeah.
That's the one for Dirk.
I called it up a hill. The hill is about 10 feet.
No, I mean, like, you go out there every day and like keep them called up, entertained, nice tame bird.
It's Bob and Doris's pet. They feed this bitch every day off their back porch. And all of a sudden,
it had a name.
Brewster's no longer coming up.
He's gone.
He's gone.
He's definitely gone.
Wonder where Brewster went. I heard a disturbance out here the other day, and we've never seen him since. Those nice boys down there that make them duck and goose calls. I saw them trugging around back here. Some guy that used to be in the Mexican drug cartel was with them. You could see the damn tattoo on his arm.
Got the Mexican flag on his arm.
Cuban.
Oh, I used to see him on that other boat.
Now your story's changing.
No, the Mexican cartel was running dope through Cuba. I just have to ask him.
Oh.
And then we ended up in Spokane.
Well, I wouldn't tell. He's a good friend of mine. I wouldn't make up a story about that without him. It's a good story.
That's rude.
It is.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
When
implicating him.
he agrees to this, and we're at a hunting show next year, and everybody keeps coming up to Dirk and say, "Hey, I didn't know you ran smack from Cuba to Florida." He'll be like, "Yeah, I just didn't want Jeff to tell everybody."
Yeah.
And he did it on,
exactly.
and Jeff
Yeah.
did it on a podcast.
the
So
way
that's,
it is.
that's great.
That's how it is. That's okay.
How has turkey season
go.
been?
It's been good. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been in the woods a lot. I don't even know how many birds we're up to, but
I'm at 3.
we're at 3. Yeah, we put them down, and a lot have been on camera. We've had some good turkey trips. We had a camp trip that was awesome. Birds have just been fired up. It's been a good spring, and our population up here, don't tell anyone, but it's really good.
Defeats the purpose.
So it's definitely, we're seeing a lot more pressure now. There's a lot more out of towners that are coming into our woods, Idaho, Washington, and adding a little bit more pressure to it. But we still have the amount of public land that's available for us is couldn't even tell you. Couldn't even put a number on how many acres it is.
That's for now. Wait till they start selling it.
Yeah, that'll suck. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Well, Washington State, they probably would. Yeah, we'll see.
Do you think
We'll see what
that
happens.
anything's going to come of this?
I don't know. It's just like, did it just come up on TikTok and everyone's just jumping on it right now, or nah? Who knows? I don't know. I don't think anything is going to actually come up with it. If it does, then fuck. That sucks. Not really sucks. I'm gonna have to starting a picket line.
Well, it certainly sets a precedent that is, wildly concerning for everybody that is a sportsman. So, like, for sure, I think everybody's monitoring it really, really hard. But, like, I don't know. I mean, the bill's already introduced. They already got it through there. So, like, now what do you do? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. Texas doesn't have to worry about it because you guys don't offer any public land.
None. No, we are anti-public.
Less
Hunter.
than 1%, and it's all down on the border. I mean, not on a border. It's on the Texas, the Gulf of America coastline.
Right.
Well, and I mean, even, like our public land up here, right? We still have national forests. You have all that, but there's a large chunk of what some of us consider, public land, but it's actually owned by, like, Inland Empire Paper and
Paper
stuff like
companies.
that. And you buy access passes and things like that. So it's open to the public, as in, like, yes, it's publicly accessible, but it's not literally owned by the public and nobody. It is still privately owned, and you pay to access it. So
Is it?
I don't know what all of that looks like.
Is it owned by the paper companies or leased by the paper companies?
Owned.
So they actually have bought the property.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm surprised they let
Up
people
here,
on
like
because of
Inland Empire
liability.
Paper.
Well, I just figured they went to the government and leased 1 million acres of tree land for 50 years instead of buying it. I figured they'd probably lease it. So they actually own the title to it. That surprises me they let people on then.
Well, and I mean, it depends on where it's at and what access points, but they control, the gates, they control the activity, they police it, pretty hard. So
You're technically supposed to buy the pass that Yerges is saying. So there's still some.
I mean,
hoops you
they're
gotta
making
jump.
revenue off of it because, I mean, tens of thousands of people buy them to use that public land for it. But, like, Empire Paper, that's mostly what I hunt and go on and do. It would absolutely suck if they, pulled the rug out from everybody and said, hey, no access to anyone. Because, I mean, in just my backyard over here, there's over, 30-some thousand acres that we are able to access and use. And whether that's hiking for turkey hunting, berry picking, fly fishing, or, even big game hunting, and then also, like, ORV stuff, right? Guys that have side-by-sides, dirt bikes, all that stuff, that's all part of the usage that goes into that.
I had a guy message me that hunts around San Francisco Bay, and he told me, he said, I won't have nowhere to hunt. He said, I can't afford to hunt here on the private land. So it's all these big high dollar.
Sure.
His exact words, a bunch of liberal fucks that act like they don't like hunting. They've got all the hunt clubs and all the high dollar liberal Democratic donors. That's where they hunt at, and they don't want no one around there. He goes, but then they want to take away everybody else's guns and everyone else's rights. He goes, so the public access is the only place I have to hunt.
Yep.
So I don't know. It's a bad deal. We just don't notice it here. Cause I had one guy say, well, y'all didn't take it very personal. We don't deal with that. So we don't see much of it. We don't hear much about it. Yes. I think something's wrong there. I understand why the government wants to sell some property, but then I read the some of the government paperwork on it the other day. A guy messaged it to me, and a lot of it is home. They're going to do housing developments. Well, you're not going to go build $100,000 housing development. I'm assuming you're going to do 1,000 acres at the most. And that would be a big housing development. And if you're doing it on some place like that, it's going to be somewhere it's got a big population, or there wouldn't be no reason to build 1,000 homes.
This says the oil industry is who's going to buy it all up. It would give the oil industry free reign over more than 293 million acres of public lands and waters, an area larger than Texas and California combined, for drilling through its first round of mandated leases sales alone, factoring in expected tax cuts and other legal changes that would benefit fossil fuel CEOs. The tax bill would be a massive win for big oil and a massive loss for the American public.
I don't think that'll ever pass then if it's like that. But if they're building 1,000 acre around Spokompton there, we all live out, there is a growing community. So I could see them taking 1,000 acres of government land and building houses on it. But they're not doing that. They're not doing that.
Down to the market value of it, because there's so much private land that's still not built on yet. I mean, it's just farmland, rangeland,
Right.
whatever it may be, that they would have to go through all of that, then get to our mountains. So just in our little area, I think we would be safe when it comes to trying to develop, one of these hills or mountains and slapping 1,000 homes on it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you're going to do that, it's not going to all areas. It's going to have to be an area that's got a dense population. And when you get out west, that's going to be, it's very centrally located a few places.
It says the boundary waters would get sold.
The boundary waters?
Right.
Mm-hmm. The watershed that feeds Minnesota Boundary Waters Canoe Area and Wilderness, a land of interconnected lake streams that attracts more visitors than any other U.S. wilderness area, should be the last place for destructive mining, yet the tax bill would override existing protections for this 250,000 acre watershed and reinstate canceled leases for the proposed Twin Metals mines.
So
these actions push aside years of scientific analysis about clean environmental and economic harms of proposed sulfide or copper mining at the edge of the wilderness.
So is it the waters that go into the boundary waters or the whole boundary waters?
It says 225,000 acres would be up for grabs.
That's a lot of land. I've been up there. It's a pretty place. See, there's no reason for that. Like I said
Don't worry,
before,
forest fires will take care of all those developments.
but you go to take Washington. There's some places in Washington that's pretty inhabited. That's land that's not worth a shit. Same with Utah, Texas, Wyoming. All the western states have got sections. Nevada, 10% of Nevada is worth a shit. The other 90% of it is a shithole that should be an ashtray. There's places there that if people bought 1 million acres, nobody would care about. But you take 1 million acres out of Yellowstone, and then you got all the bunny huggers pissed off.
People just tourists, right? Like you're losing that.
I think it's a bad idea. I do.
Yeah.
I just understand why the government's trying to get things off of the tax, put it back on the tax rolls where they make more money off the thing. And it's a shitty deal, but everything changes. I mean, hell, we didn't even have national parks 150 years ago.
I don't know. We're 36 trillion in the hole. Like, any money that we get off of this, is that really going to help our overall deficit?
No.
We're so far gone. Like, might as well just keep the land.
Right.
Well, let's talk about
makes
this.
A lot of sense, but the other part of it, no way.
I don't think in our lifetime we're going to see much of this going on. I can see little areas like 1,000 acres here, 400 acres here. I don't see no big tracts of land being sold off. First of all, no political party wants that on them, because it's kind of like the transgender shit. 80% of the people in the country all agree it's a dumb idea. So I don't think it'll happen. What do y'all think about the going on in Canada? Because that's going to affect all of our businesses. The going to Canada to hunt and getting on property and stuff is going to be a whole lot different maybe this year than it was in the past.
I was talking to Ben here at the rodeo, and he was saying that he talked to a couple other guides up in his area in Alberta, saying that the farmers told the outfitters there no Americans are allowed to hunt on their property. And they're like, no, it's okay. Like, we're just taking a bunch of locals out. And he goes, I don't care for this spring or next fall. There's no Americans allowed hunting on my property.
An outfitter told me the same thing, and he sent me a text that showed it. He goes, this is exactly what I got back, and it said the same thing. And it said, I don't care this. If you hunt, if they're Canadians, you hunt all you want to. And he said, this also includes this fall. And he goes, it's not just me. It's all the other hunters and our farmers in our area.
Yeah.
But the Canadian government, what does the Canadian government benefit off of American waterfowl hunters going up there? The government, not the small towns, not the local businesses. What does the Canadian government get out of it? They don't get a lot because a lot of the money is exchanged in America.
Right.
I mean, most outfitters I know in Canada, you got to pay before you go up there.
As far as the outfitter goes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
so
for sure.
So the do-it-yourselfers aren't spending any money other than buying a hunting license.
When you're buying, well, okay, then wouldn't you count as like the amount of people that just come from Spokane that go to a small town, whatever, and they all, there's like 6 different parties that I know from Spokane that go up to this one section of Alberta, and they all stay in the one town, and they eat, drink, sleep for 2 months straight.
Yeah, the locals. That's what I'm saying. The locals get something out of it. The Canadian federal government, though, all these people that are going up there, none of them are. It's like you own a business in America. You pay taxes in America. If you go with a fishing outfitter, he's paying taxes in America. All the guys that are hunting in Canada, the big majority of them are American-owned outfitters. All their money's been exchanged in America. So when the Canadian government looks at their books, they thought, well, shit, we're not bringing in that much money because all of it's being spent in America. I think that's why I think that's really going to hurt going forward because the Canadian government has no reason to want to try to work with them. It's not like they're losing a bunch of money. The small towns are going to lose a ton. You'll put a lot of small towns out of business with no hunting dollars. Same with West Texas. Same with the mountain towns in New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming. They rely on those big game hunters to come in, and their grocery stores are busy as hell during hunting season.
Right. Yeah, I think it's going to hurt a lot of outfitters. I definitely would not have wanted to buy an outfit or a zone since COVID.
No.
I feel like it's a big question mark.
Every day it's something else.
Yeah.
It's been 5 years of that shit.
Not good.
Yeah.
So was Ben freaking out a little bit?
We didn't really get too much further into that, but I'm sure there was, there's obviously some reserves, for that because that's his business, right?
Yeah.
You'd have to be.
It's got to be 90%, 95% or all from U.S. So if that's what he's getting told from the farmers, then yeah, I'd be shitting my bridges right now.
And like he's a Canadian, so imagine like the American that has zones up there and is running a business in Canada. He's really fucked.
Just getting told no.
Just being a foreigner.
Can you imagine
It'll be interesting.
The do-it-yourself guys are screwed.
Are you going to try to go up there, or are you just going to listen to what people are saying about how to get on, like, if it's even possible to get on property?
No, we're gonna go.
Trevor
Trevor
ain't learning from somebody else's mistakes.
So you can work your way in.
I'll work my way in. I will always work my way into Canada.
They're taking this picture right now, and the Canadian FBI's got this picture going to go in every post office. Say no to this guy.
Say no.
Yep.
We're really good at Photoshop. We're hoping those passports will be Canadian real quick. I can say A.
Yeah.
But if those Canadian farmers get together and they say we don't want Americans hunting on you, that's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, it's and they can't take money, but we all know that a lot of those Canadian farmers and ranchers are getting paid U.S. dollars cash under the table. I know for a fact that's going on. Those guys, it's going to be interesting how loyal they are to give up that cash. They'll be like, you ain't letting them some bitches hunt on me. And then, hey, Clyde, I heard somebody shooting on your land. Well, they
all
paid
Canadians.
Me. Yeah. All Canadians. But they paid in U.S. dollars.
One of them.
How you getting that new car there, Clyde?
Yeah. You betcha.
How many years have you gone up there in a row?
This will be my 16th year. Yeah, 16th year.
All good things must come to an end.
Yeah, might have to go to Idaho.
Look out, Montana.
Montana. Everybody hunts is a totally different thing. Like, I'm still going to Canada.
Yeah, I will be there for sure.
I don't
care.
I'll bet you there's somebody listening to this right now that's got a hunting operation. They got some land that they've got leased in North Dakota or Montana, and they're like, "Fuck, it's all over now. They're going to ruin it."
Everybody's going to Montana, Idaho.
Yeah,
you thought Idaho was getting
Montana,
busy.
North Dakota. You're fucked.
What's that place in Colorado you sent everybody to for a while?
Oh, Alamosa.
Alamosa, Colorado. People, they still pissed off. I drove through it the other day, and there's a sign: "Tell Andy Shaver to go fuck off."
Perfect.
I've never been there only in February. I've only been in there in February, so I don't know how it is the rest of the year. But
It was beautiful when I was there.
lots of bands.
Big sign. Billboard.
But there's like North Dakota changed after COVID. When people couldn't go to Canada, North Dakota really got busy.
Yeah.
Like really, really. And I don't think it's changed much now. There's going to be some do-it-yourselfers that can't get there. We're going to have the story of
Trevor
the guy.
is that do-it-yourselfer.
Yeah, he's going to be that guy that's
will let
calling,
you know.
and he goes, "Well, how'd it go? Well, it sucked. Couldn't get on nowhere. Drove around for 37 hours and didn't get a hunt nowhere."
Yeah, that would be the shit. I will be very shocked if that's the actual thing. But hearing it from Ben it makes me nervous for sure.
Yeah,
You know,
this
for saying
outfitter that
right now,
sent
but-
me that deal really surprised me. And we're going to have him on the podcast later this week or next week. I talked to him. We're setting up a time right now, and we're going to talk about this. What do you now? Does Canada have public land that you can hunt like the U.S. does?
I've only hunted like ducks unlimited property as far as public land. I've never actually seen on a map that you can go just access as public land. Everything's been privately owned or owned by Ducks Unlimited.
See, I didn't know if they had any public land where you could go. So if you do it yourself, or you'd be elbows to assholes at the public land.
Yeah, there's no like big marshes you're gonna just go walk in like you'll see, down here in the States. No, I don't think that's gonna be an issue. So, because there's no public land to actually go and access.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't know enough to say one way or the other. So,
I mean, I've never heard nobody
Out of all
talk
the years,
about
I've never seen it.
public land. I guess some of the big lakes up there probably are public.
I would assume kind of the same.
But most of
thing.
the birds are. I mean, I'm looking at one spot that we've hunted for years, and yeah, that lake will hold a good amount of birds. But most of your roosts are on the smaller ponds, smaller lakes. Farmers' front yards.
For all your
The ditches.
for all your fans of Pacific Calls, do you want to go ahead and let them know the name of the lake?
Yeah, phone number and everything.
You
How to get a hold of
landowner.
what crops they got in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Wild Horse Lake.
I'm betting he's full of shit.
That's where the cigar boat was going.
I'm telling you right now, when you ask Dirk that story, you all three are going to have to apologize to me.
Can we just call him right now?
Call him up. Call him up.
It was way more interesting than public land in Canada. What the fuck happened, Dirk?
Where was my invite? I want to
God
go fast.
almighty. It'd be like Tony in a Mexican massage parlor there, just a bunch of weird shit going on.
Oh,
Jesus.
yeah.
Look at Alex.
The menu. Holy shit. Tony Special. Nice.
They renamed the place after.
Yeah.
Tony, why is your back still hurt?
Yeah.
Never got that far.
Yeah.
Still waiting on him to flip over. That's gross. That's gross.
We're going back to the same resort, or we're going to go somewhere else next year? Because I like that. That was one of my favorite resorts we've been to.
It was really nice. We'll see. I mean, I'm going to let the travel agent figure that one out.
The two
That's not
travel.
my thing.
Yeah. No.
We would end up in Tijuana or somewhere not good if
So-
you left it up to me to figure out where we're going to go.
So are you having to be like the rest of us white people in the world, having to buy your own airplane tickets now, or his mother-in-law still got y'all
Ooh.
on the list, or she retired?
Wow.
No, she fucked up, and I have to buy my tickets now.
She retired, right?
She retired, but I think she collects option B, and so that means that I don't get to fly for free. Haley still does, and she can bring a passenger that has to pay like a $200 pass, which is damn near a ticket nowadays. So no, Haley gets to fly around the world, but I don't.
I bet that was collusion between her and her mom.
She clicked option B.
Fuck Trevor.
Yeah, no, she honestly did fuck that up. So she's not very happy with herself. I was like, did you just not read the description of what it means to retire? That we all lose
The
your benefits?
appendix in the
She
back.
flies like two days a month. I'm like, how much? Like, what? You got to play golf those 2 days? Like, come on, lady.
Take one for the team.
Yeah, it's your grandson. Come on.
Yeah.
Let him
Did you-
fly.
Did you really beg
have
your
to go
mother?
with him.
Did you really beg and question your mother-in-law on this choice?
Ooh, I didn't really want to bring it up, but my wife definitely did. So
So
I'll
was
let her handle that one?
was she happy at her mom or mad?
Well, she was mad. Now we got to pay for fucking tickets.
Well, or you don't get to go.
Or I don't get to go. Yeah, for sure. Archie and I get to hang out at home.
Tell the story to all the wonderful listeners in here about the horse dying. I love this story. This is one of my favorite stories right here. Bucky
Okay,
dead.
so my wife, she's Bucky dead. My wife has been a big horse gal for a long time. We've had two. Recently, we're down to one. The old one finally turned 32. I didn't know that horses lasted that long.
Me neither.
So shame on me. But so our son Archie, he was 2 at the time, and Haley's like, "Yeah, it's time. Bucky's got to go." So we schedule it over at the vet, and what they do is you bring the horse over, you put it in the corral, and you kind of back it up to the corner, and then all of a sudden you get I think it's the blue juice, is what it's called.
The blue juice,
or what I called it, blue juice, and you just pop it right in its neck, and then you carefully kind of push it down into the corral, into the corner of it, so it doesn't fall over and break its leg, and you got a bigger mess to deal with besides a dead horse. And it's emotional. It's one of Haley's first horses, and so everyone's kind of tearing up a little bit, and Archie doesn't really understand why, what's happening. And then the horse just finally collapses over. And, I'm hugging the wife, and we're starting to walk away. And
are you thinking sex here? Like you're going to get some cheap sex after this? Or are you thinking just being a good husband?
No, definitely not. I'm not going to get cheap sex after that one. She's not that way. I tried to pay her, but it didn't work out.
We get a Shetland pony.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, we're walking away, and I'm trying to explain to Archie, like, hey, Bucky's gone now. He's leaving us, and we'll only have Falco, and blah blah blah. And as we're walking away, he kind of looks back and he goes, "Mama, Bucky's dead. Bucky's dead."
Thank you.
So we had a giggle a little bit and laugh about it, and then Archie started crying a little bit. And then he just kept saying it. Bucky dead.
Bucky dead.
Emotional damage.
So, and then you had to wait for a long time for someone to come to scoop this horse up, right?
No. We left. So, because we brought it to the vet. The first horse was the most fucked up one. I swear, whenever I'm in Canada, one of our pets dies. And, so I love going to Canada.
Don't take this away from me.
Don't take it away from me. Don't take it away. So I'm up in Canada, and Haley calls me, and she's like, "Hey, Tuffy's not doing good, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what to do." And so then the next day comes, and she's like, he's got to.
Whoop. Lost him again.
He got a phone call. Somebody's spending some money.
Buying some land off of him, or he's probably the one.
Government. He's going to be the one
that's selling all that shit up there. He's sitting there bad mouthing it, and he's like, "I'll get you a deal. You can buy Yellowstone."
They got to have an agent to sell all that public land.
Trevor, we got to figure it out.
Oh no.
Yep.
Your ass.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
We can hear you.
He's fucked this whole thing up. Now we're sideways here. Can you hear us now?
Uh-oh.
Yep, we got you. You got us?
Same way I did it the first time.
Same way I did it the first time.
There we go.
Can you hear us now?
I got to tell everyone to quit calling me.
You know what? We got you figured out quick, Trevor. Your ass acted like you don't like that fucking selling all the land, but you're the damn land. You're the broker on all that shit. You're going to sell Yellowstone.
I know. Don't tell anyone.
So, anyways, the horse died, and what now? The other horse.
So yeah, that horse died. So a couple years ago, I was up in Canada, and she calls me. She's like, "Hey, the horse got to go. Tuffy's got to go down, and you got to put it down." So then the next day, she calls the vet. The vet comes out, and they're assessing everything, and they give it to Blue Juice again, but they're doing it there at the barn, and I guess they didn't have they had his corral, but it wasn't that small. So shoot him up the Blue Juice. He falls over, kind of breaks a leg. So it's already getting a little
kind of breaks a leg.
Shit.
Yep. And then, she's sitting there waiting. Well, I can't remember what it's called. The guy that comes and totes these things off. He comes out, big old fat guy rolling in with his overalls, belly still sticking out somehow, but he's got a chain, hooks that chain up to the neck, and just starts hauling this horse out by the chain. He's got it on his truck, and he's just pulling that thing, and it's coming in and coming. Well, it gets stuck behind a gate. They didn't take the curve right, and so they actually had to take the gate off and move it, because you're not going to move this fucking 500-pound animal or whatever these things weigh. And they just chained it right up, pulled it right back into that trailer, and off they go. So yeah, killing a horse isn't that fun if you don't live on your own farm.
Now, what was the name of this horse now?
Tuffy,
Falco, and Bucky.
Yep.
Interesting names. Who named it Falco? Because I think
that was already, because he was already he was down with some other breeder down in Boise is where she got it. So I don't know.
Who looks at a horse thing? I'm gonna name that the horse Falco.
That's Falco.
Rock me Amadeus.
Nope, not a bad one. He's fast. He's big. He's mean. Powerful.
What would
I
you
don't get
name
on
a
that
horse,
fucking horse.
Jeff?
If I had a horse, Wanda. I went to school with this big old fat chick named Wanda, and she always reminded me of a fucking horse. So I'd name it Wanda. Definitely.
Nice. That's a good one. Yeah.
I would never.
Wanda,
I would never. We like having horse conversations. This is the second podcast today. We're talking about horses.
Oh, have we?
I mean, yeah, James Washington's. We talked about horses. I'm not a horse. I don't know shit about horses.
Like
Really.
you should get a horse for the lodge.
No.
Yeah, there you go.
Hell, that's a.
Hey.
Would you get you a horse if you weren't married? No. That was no way. Alex, what's going on in your Alex? Are you going to go with us to Mexico next year?
His wife's a CPA.
Buddy, like, yeah, dude, that's going to be really, really difficult until she quits her job, which I hope she never does. And then, yeah, go from there.
Well,
But,
Alex,
yeah,
you can still come, can't you?
Besides
doubtful.
the 3 kids that are running around while
Yeah,
Jen's trying to do
exactly
taxes, I
Yeah,
kind of
she's-
doubt it.
She's a little busy at that point, so I get to do the fun
What?
things like teach my kids how Bucky died.
Well, be you know
This
what
can be a
though.
little bit easier with the cats, the dogs.
Yeah, way easier.
So you've got 3 kids. Your wife's a CPA. I don't think there'd be nothing wrong with you going to Mexico for 5 days.
In February.
No.
Yeah, and leaving her home
Yeah.
with the kids. Multitasking is good. It's a character builder.
He's good at it.
Yeah, I'll be sure to let her know you said that.
Yeah, big chicken.
We just got to go after tax day.
Yeah, exactly. That's, mid to late April is probably my best bet.
Yeah, and we can't leave because we got the Turkey Rodeo because you're going to be here.
I will be at the Turkey Rodeo. I need y'all to get me some dates pretty quick on that. Are y'all going to be at Squad Fest?
April 25th, 2026.
Okay.
Boom, you got it. Put in your fucking
April
calendar.
25,
No excuses.
26. Are you going to be at are y'all going to Squad Fest?
Yeah, I want to check out this mall.
Are you going to be at the what?
This mall.
Cody bought a mall.
A mall?
That's where that's where dive bombs are.
Oh, that's right. That wasn't old like a yes. Okay.
Pay attention to your people.
Are you going to well, the mall threw me for a minute. Are you going to be at are you going to Delta or Ducks?
Both.
Both good.
Yep. Me and Schoner and one other, we're going to be driving over, doing that same old caravan, and then Yerges will fly in.
Yerges is smart.
Very.
So are you staying in?
Very.
Are you
But
going to
he's got 3 kids. I've got 1. So
Yeah.
that adds up.
are you going to go from it's St. Louis to Memphis to Oklahoma City? Is that right, or is it St. Louis, Oklahoma City,
No.
Memphis?
Yeah.
St. Louis,
Oklahoma,
Oklahoma
and
City,
Memphis.
Memphis. Do you want to come stay at Knox City when you go to Oklahoma City? Because we're only 2.5 hours away.
Yeah. I think that's what we're going to do for sure. I'd love
Save
to-
y'all a bunch of money.
I'll clean up the beds and I want to go kill a pig maybe with Tony at night.
But you can do all that. You and Tony can go
Perfect.
slay all kinds of stuff.
Do it. Let's
You've already
hang out in
committed.
the dog
Yeah.
parlor.
You already committed. You just said, let's do it.
But no, if y'all want to come here, that's fine. I don't have no problem at all.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. No, I don't know what the game plan is right now, but yeah, we're going to be making the stretch out there. So most likely you'll be seeing my ass and,
Okay.
I expect breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Do you think Michelle would feed y'all maybe while you're here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to gain 15 pounds in 2 days.
Yep.
It's going to be great.
Worth it.
So what are we
Gonna be
working
great.
on at Pacific Calls right now? You had mentioned maybe some new goose calls coming out.
Yeah. We're just finishing up old turkey right now.
Yeah.
So times are changing for the old PC shop. We're getting out of the wood and diaphragms and jumping back into waterfowl. It's a big push right now.
You got to get all that fucking wood out of the shop.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
luckily it's all separated. So yes, but switching over machinery, dropping back tables and dust collection for coolant pumps and other stuff like that. So a lot of switching back and forth that takes time. Clean it all up and do that. But I think we'll be full-fledged waterfowl production here in probably about a week.
Yeah.
I've got
sure.
I've got a guy. I told Trevor, but Alex, I know he didn't tell you this, but I've got a guy who wants 10 or 20 of the Judge Calls custom made ones, and I've got his
It was
number.
12. You told me 12,
12,
and they're
okay.
literally on my desk right now. So
Okay.
is it 20 now? Like that's going to take
No,
another
I didn't.
year.
Whatever I told you, I can't remember. But you do have them done though.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
they're getting tuned.
I'll get you the
we told
guys-
them to quit tuning.
I'll
so we
get
can
you the
have this
guy's information.
Wonderful podcast.
I'll get you the
I
guy's
need it.
information and get it from him. What are you looking at me for,
Yep.
Andy?
I'm Just
So
Mike Matoyer.
the biggest thing
Nice.
is we're working on a new goose setup. Here, you want to show that sweet new mold that we just came out with?
You mean the one that broke? Yeah, that's right.
We got some things to work on.
Got a lot of things.
Yeah.
A lot of things. But yeah, no, we're pretty excited. So hoping that some of the new things, that one of them just showed up in the FedEx box there. So we're gonna.
Oh, that's what showed up.
That's what showed up.
Nice.
So new tools,
Technology.
new toys to play with.
Crazy.
Any
So,
nothing?
to upgrade.
What's
No more
your
measuring tapes.
what's your new call? What's your new call
measuring
called?
tape.
Have you come out with the name of it yet?
Oh God, no.
No, not even a
who knows at
name,
that
or you're
point.
just not releasing it yet.
That's the
Bucky's
last thing that we think of, and it's
Literally.
the hardest thing.
Bucky's
The absolute
favorite.
worst.
Bucky's Last Stand,
I like it. I like
Bucky's
it.
made
last
out of
name.
horse bone.
There's a lot of them in that thing. So
I still remember I'm sorry, not to jump back on that, but the Tuffy one when Trevor told me that, like, the horse gets donated to Cattails, which is like our jungle cat
Yes,
thing.
yes, she told us
I was
that.
picturing the shit like Jurassic Park.
Yes.
I hope
like
it
they're gonna
was.
lower him down on the
Yeah.
thing, and the cats are gonna come get him. And no, I'm like, oh man, what the fuck?
yeah, gladiator shit
Yeah,
I
going
thought
on.
we were gonna get like popcorn and like, oh, this is neat. But like,
I was the same story in Mexico. She's telling me this at the pool, and I'm thinking the same shit. They just chain them up and drop them right in with the fucking dinosaurs.
let the tigers just
Yeah.
do their thing.
You
Like,
get
fuck
season
it.
passes.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. You give your horse to the Siberian tiger, and you and the kid can come and we'll throw in a free snow cone.
There you go, kids. Oh, look at Bucky sprint one more time.
Ooh, Bucky dead.
Oh, his leg was broke.
We used to sit. Our buddy actually lives down the street. His parents do, and so when he was we were all in college, and we were having a bonfire in the backyard. And it was like my first week over here in Spokane, and at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, and I just started hearing rawr, rawr, and just all sorts of cat, tiger, lion, whatever noise is coming out. And I look at him, and he lives on property. I'm like, what the fuck is that? He goes, oh, we got to go inside. There are cougars around. I go, what? You got fucking cougars around here? And I've like never really spent much time in Spokane at this time of my life. And he's like, yeah, we better hurry up and get inside. And I'm like, oh shit. So I start grabbing all my stuff, grab my beers, and I'm start walking in, and all my buddies are just laughing. And they're like, no, you dumb fuck. That's just the cat place down the street. I go, the cat place? He goes, yeah, they just feed them late at night. And that's where you can hear all these sounds. And it sounds like Jurassic Park.
really, and that's where Bucky and Tuffy went.
No, they didn't go there. I don't think. I'm not sure where they actually ended up. Whatever glue factory they made themselves at. So whatever Elmer's your kid's using. Yep. Thank my wife.
That's Bucky. He's either comes up to Elmer's glue or it turns out to be a cat turd. One of the two.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Hey, you're a coffee
Great way to go.
connoisseur. Would you drink that Civet Cat coffee that comes that the cat eats the coffee beans and it shits it out and then they make coffee out of it? Most expensive coffee in the world, $600 a pound.
Whoa. No, I haven't gone down that road yet. But
I mean, you're a coffee guy,
Hook
so-
up pro staff discount. I'm in.
If it was free, and
Yep.
coffee cup sitting right there, and they're like, "Hey, this is how we brewed your coffee. We had to go sifting through cat shit to find the coffee beans, and then did the whole thing." You're in?
I mean, sure. Why not? I haven't turned down much in my life. Why turn that down?
You and Tony, both braggers.
I'm out.
If we can grind it up to the right course and then we can pour it over, about 200 degrees, I'm in.
What was it called? Kalaluka or something?
I can't remember.
Cat shit.
Cat
It's-
shit. Cat
It
shit
was your
coffee.
cat.
Oh,
Cat shit coffee.
We're going to head out. We're going to go try this.
Yeah, we're gonna try to find a cat shitting out coffee beans.
Yep. That's one jacked up cat. Fucking hyper the whole time.
So is anything new going to come on the duck line? Or are we focusing on goose this year?
duck wise, we might see some stuff happen out in like the contest realm. We've got a few guys that we've been working on a few things there. But if anything, I think we'll probably expand the double read line a little bit. We had a good success with the PC-24 and doing that this last year.
That was a fun call.
Yeah, it really was. And the response you get at like trade shows and stuff like that, guys just wanting a good running hunting call is far greater than like, oh man, get me a crazy contest call. So we'll see where that goes. But I think most of our efforts and technology that we're putting in this year will definitely be in the goose front. Kind of see, but
Do you think we'll see a repeat of Andy and Trevor on stage in a 2-man team calling contest this year?
No, because there's no more contests in Texas, so we're fucked.
Well, no, we're going to be in St. Louis. We're going to be in Delta and Oklahoma City, and we're going to be at Ducks Unlimited Memphis. You got 3 shots here, guys.
Andy and I walk up on stage at Dive Bomb. We are so screwed.
Yeah.
Maybe y'all could do a 3-team and y'all could get Shanahan to carry y'all.
Oh, thank God. He would still overcall us, just like how he overtalks everybody.
Do you think he would explain to you what you're doing wrong?
Yeah, in the middle of it, too.
Hold it, guys, right there.
Time out. Then we get disqualified, not because of the calling, because he's talking.
Yeah, we would be screwed. This is a
we'd be pretty screwed. That's
a different
pretty
level
tough, competition. I don't even know if there's a calling competition at Ducks. I don't think there is. Well, nothing's been announced that I know of.
And then at Delta,
are you guys gonna go up to that Wisconsin show? Are you guys going up there at all?
I don't know. I don't know. I would like to go. We'll see what happens. We got some other things working on. We may and we may not. You know. I mean, I do not know. There's nothing secret going on. I do not know what we're doing for that time of year. Those 3 weeks in a row of the show, and I think the week before that, I'm going to be in Maine, and Andy and them are going somewhere. I do not have a clue. Aren't y'all going somewhere in August?
No.
I thought y'all were going. I think maybe your wife hadn't told you yet.
Oh.
No, I'm just
Travel
kidding.
agent's not,
I was thinking there's something going on in August, and I don't know what it is. Oh, I may be doing a couple of shows in Texas with our boss Dove Loads in August, and Andy may be going too.
Oh, yeah.
So we may be doing that.
We
in
got
August.
kicked out of Game Fair, so our August is pretty open now.
You're
we didn't
making too much
get the
racket.
packet.
You're making too much racket with your goose calls.
That's way too long.
Too much noise.
2 weekends in a row is too big, too long.
It is way too long. And then we can't get yelled at by a seasons packet lady.
Yeah, but you guys shouldn't have. I mean,
dried food. Sorry.
This is a waterfowl show. You guys should not have been blowing those waterfowl calls so loud.
Yeah, with the one person in the aisle. Yep. So.
And it's an outdoor venue.
Disappointing.
Yeah, super loud there. It's super loud there. Yeah, no. So no more Game Fair for us. We'll be doing the Squad Fest, Delta Ducks. We have a couple. Rogers will be in the middle of that. Fargo, Shields. We'll be back there, and then the Wisconsin, the Oshkosh show.
Where's the Shields show at?
Fargo.
Was that their corporate
Fargo,
headquarters?
North Dakota. Yeah,
that's a really neat store. If someone has not been in a Shields, I think I'm not going to say nothing because later down the road I'll burn the bridge, but it's my favorite of all them type stores.
Yeah, a fucking Ferris wheel in the middle of it. Like, how can you hate that place? Put your kid on it for at least like 10 laps, and you can 10 rounds, and then you can go shop.
Do you ride the one in Seattle ever?
I did when I was 5, but I haven't been downtown in I don't know how many years.
I rode it the other day when we were there. Me and Michelle did it, and I'm not a big height guy anyways. I was not impressed.
How did you do in Seattle there, Jeff?
Well, I had
you made it out alive.
I had a guy, I think it was a guy, asked me about if I was interested in talking to him about his transgender rights.
Nice.
And
right on.
That's not what I said to him. My exact words were, "What fucking rights do you not have that I have?" I said, "You got a right to get a job and pay taxes just like everyone else does." Don't think that's the answer he wanted. But Seattle's a beautiful city.
Yeah.
And Pike's Market's a really cool place. I think everybody needs to go see it. I think it's really interesting. That whole area down there I like. But there are a lot of really weird fuckers there.
Sure.
And but any big city's that way. But I mean, I don't mind Seattle. The weather is beautiful. The people are nice. It's just I don't understand the liberal mindset. The gas prices is what's crazy. The amount of money y'all pay for fuel, the further south we went and the further east we got, the cheaper it got.
Yeah.
And quickly.
I mean, if you just come over to Spokane, it's $1 difference. And if you go 5 minutes across the state line, or not even 5 minutes, like 30 seconds across the state line to Idaho, it's $1.50 cheaper than what Spokane.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yes.
It was right at $6. I think it was $6.19 a gallon in Seattle. And then we got to gas somewhere in Oregon, like Pendleton to Yakima, and it was about $1 cheaper. And then when we got into Boise, it was cheaper than that. And then into Salt Lake City, And all the way it was, and then you got into Texas and it was $2.29 or $2.39. I mean, it was almost $4 difference between Seattle and the Panhandle of Texas.
Yep.
And it's just taxes. I mean, that's all it is.
It is.
Now they're
very
fixing to
expensive.
strap that. The Washington people, y'all are fixing to start having to pay taxes on mileage now, right? Because there's so many EVs, they're going to start putting a mileage usage tax on y'all.
Correct.
Mhm.
It's
And that is in addition to the fuel tax,
Oh, perfect.
not replacing it.
aren't they adding like a 25-cent tax on everything up there for y'all on fuel?
I don't
that what it
remember.
is?
I mean, my dad doing the driving school thing. It's obviously very prevalent to him.
Yeah.
So I would have to talk to
God
him
on
again.
here.
Wonder. I would
No, I
like
doubt
to. I would like to know what they do with all that excess tax that they make off of fuel. What they do with that in every state.
Tent cities. They build more tents.
One thing I noticed in Seattle this time that I didn't see this time that we were there 3 years ago, I think, was they didn't have porta potties everywhere because we were there after COVID the next year, and there was porta potties everywhere you went. Those honey pots or whatever they called them, they were everywhere.
Yeah.
I didn't see them this time, so I guess the public restrooms are back open now.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't ran into
Wasn't the
that.
waterfront area completely under construction for a while too?
Probably.
I don't
It's
remember.
falling
We
off.
haven't been over on that side of the state either for a very, very long time.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we both don't we don't have any connections that really head over there anymore. Both of our families live over here. We still have the family cabin up in Whidbey, but you don't have to go into Seattle. So,
I drove by it the other day when I was up there.
oh yeah, did you go see Mike?
Yes, had a great time.
Nice.
Great host. His wife took us out to him and his wife. I was going to take them to dinner. They took us to dinner. Wouldn't let me pay for it. They took us to a little town called Poolsboro.
Paulsboro.
What is it?
Paulsboro. He got me fucked up in my own town.
It's like is it a Czechoslovakian or Norwegian or something little type village there that people are descendants from there. It was a beautiful place. Food was excellent. We had it on the water. Beautiful place. Him and Bonnie are great people. Really good folks. I really enjoyed them a lot. They're good people.
That's good. So you and Payne made it back home safely. You guys didn't kill each other.
Not yet.
Kept getting there though.
Not yet. Police Academy starts in August, so they got to make it through the summer.
It's gonna be a long June and July. Long June and July. I may move in with Andy and them for the next 2 months.
Full-time grandfather.
I have not. This is no shit. Payne's been home 2 weeks. I've not touched my TV controller at my house in 2 weeks. Not one time.
He's busy.
Yeah, and then we watched.
Probably in your chair too.
That's a whole nother story there too. That's
Don't want to talk about that one.
no. Michelle got rid of my chair.
Oh no.
Yeah, it is.
I gotta
Oh
stand
no.
up and watch TV.
It's probably more comfortable than that damn thing she's got now.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
shit.
Payne likes to watch TV in the dark, and Jeff likes a little bit of light. So Jeff told Payne he's not living like a fucking vampire for the next 3 months. If he wants to turn on the lights in his living room, he's going to.
Yeah.
Well, he's used to that. In Tacoma, it's like always dark. So
Right. There's
there's no sun over there.
there's a little bit of a learning curve here. Payne's been on his own for the last 6 years. Jeff and them have been an empty nester for the last 6 years, so they'll work it all out. They'll be singing Kumbaya by mid-June.
I don't think so.
Juneteenth, they'll be all right.
Yeah.
But
you guys will get through it.
When I watched, like, I put something on. Well, Dad, don't you think we can watch something we would all like or that we both would enjoy? Well, I don't think the last 4 fucking shows that you've watched has been anything that you've asked me if I wanted to watch. I watched Interstellar when he was here at Christmas vacation. That's a terrible show. Have you seen it?
No.
Good
heard of
answer. It's got Matthew McConaughey.
I mean, maybe I have them. I'm not good with names.
Alex,
so
have
maybe
you
I
seen it?
I'm not good with
Alex has seen it.
Have you seen it,
Alex
Alex?
knows every movie.
I just know, like, random pop culture dumb shit.
It's
But,
Matthew.
like,
I think is it Matthew McConaughey or Brad Pitt? that's
Matthew
in it?
McConaughey.
And it's about some.
There's one of them that's Brad Pitt. It's the same thing. Brad Pitt was Ad Astra. Matthew McConaughey was Interstellar. Same storyline, different characters.
Oh, it's fucking terrible.
He's never seen it.
It's depressing as shit. No, I watched the whole fucking 4.5 hours of the damn thing. It seemed like one day. Absolutely terrible. I mean,
92 minutes.
terrible.
Just there for 4.5 hours.
Oh, it was bad.
Fuck.
Just crying.
So that's
No, we don't. My child watches Blippi 24/7. No, he
Yeah, you
watches,
told me that.
We turn the TV on. Oh my god! Well, I'm gonna take the TV off the fucking wall here soon. Yeah. told him last night. He doesn't stay in his goddamn bed. TV's coming off the wall.
Bucky dead.
Yeah.
Dead. I need Blippi.
I need Blippi.
Blippy's ass is going to be dead if you don't let me turn channel and watch something I want to watch.
Is that the threat now? You remember what happened to Bucky?
Yeah.
You want to do that again?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've been a psychiatrist in 20 years. Like it all started when my dad threatened to do the same thing they did to Bucky.
That threatened to kill Blippi.
Yep.
Daddy's gonna break my legs.
My mama wanted me to watch this.
Then they're going to make goose
That was
calls out of my bones.
That was the worst part. When I looked at my wife and I was like, "You really want Archie to be there?" She's like, "Yeah, we need him to. He just needs to see these things." I'm like, "He's 2 fucking years old. Like he just really needs to watch a horse collapse over. Like that's the first thing we need to really pay attention to. That's not going to fuck up his childhood." Okay.
He doesn't need to see us have sex, and he doesn't need to see the horse die. Okay.
All things the therapist will sort out.
Yes.
Yeah. Paying into it right now.
First, they made me watch the horse die. Then they had sex in front of me.
Jesus, Jeff.
Fucking Maury Povich show just got way better.
Bringing it out. Welcome to the Austins.
Good Lord.
I will film that reality show. This is fucked.
That was a line I wouldn't cross. Wow.
Oh, there's none of those things. There's no such thing as a line you won't cross, Andy.
Jeff doesn't know lines.
That was it right there.
That
All right,
was it.
listen.
That was it.
I got to go coach a baseball game. When can we expect these
Good
new
luck.
goose? When can we expect these new calls? When are they going to be here?
Probably before Expo season.
Yeah, I mean, I would say we'll start pumping stuff out maybe mid to late June, and then hopefully have full production on them in July. And like I said, the trade shows are right at the end of July and into August, so we'll definitely be releasing stuff at Squad Fest. Be the first one, and then we'll see how it snowballs.
We'll probably start working on it because I have to leave the 15th, so we'll probably start working on it the 14th.
Yeah, maybe the
Exactly.
maybe the 13th, maybe the 13th around midnight. Just
Maybe.
really go
If we're lucky.
So,
If we're lucky.
I don't know what my schedule is yet. We'll see.
So we'll see you at the whatever it's called, Westport Social Club or whatever that place is called in St. Louis on that Thursday night.
Well, I don't know because now the venue's changing, so I think it's on
Yeah.
the other side of the city. So I don't know. Is everyone still staying in that area? I want to
have
go back
no
to
idea.
the casino that we were at.
We got a VRBO that we stayed at right north of that casino that I love, right on the river, and we're staying at the same spot.
Aria, sweet. We'll bunk up.
There
Okay.
you go. Perfect.
Whoa, hold on. Whoa.
Okay, we'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah.
Andy's got to go coach.
I would say that Alex could stay. You guys, you party too long for me. There's no way.
Oh.
You party too long.
I mean, I got up
party
at Little Rock, Arkansas to piss in the middle of the night, and you guys were riding scooters down the main street at 4:30 in the morning eating Taco Bell. So there's no way in hell.
Yeah, that was sketchy. That was sketchy.
Yeah, it
That
was.
not good. That was not good. We were safe. We made it. We're here. Scooter gang is alive. No scooters were thrown. Actually, one dickhead did throw a scooter off the bridge. And then we did watch one music video getting filmed in the parking lot. And the mom was filming it. The son was rapping, and then I think the sister was dancing with her ass out. So it was interesting.
It's just never normal when the whole family gets all into the twerking thing together. It's a little odd there. Well,
That's different.
rest in peace, Bucky. Bucky dead. Thank you guys so
Bucky
much for
dead.
being on here.
Thanks, boys.
West Coast
appreciate
is the
it.
best coast.
All right, boys. We'll see you later.
All right,
ya.
see ya. Bye.
But we have a good time with them guys. Good guys.
Well, they hadn't left yet. They can still hear you.
They're good guys. Alex is the brains there.
Yep.
All right. Thank y'all for listening. Go check them out at PacificCustomCalls.com, or is it just PacificCalls.com?
PacificCustomCalls.com.
Check them out. And Mike, your new judge calls are still coming. I hope good done. He's got them finished for you. All right. Thank y'all for listening to us. Peace. Have a great week. Good night. Goodbye, and God bless.
Watch for deer. Check out all of our sponsors. Go check out Mitchell Chevrolet, Mallard Bay, Stanfield Outfitters, Mossberg, Lucky Duck, Looking Glass Podcast, Shin Gear, Dirty Duck Coffee, Dive Bomb Industries, Ducks Unlimited, Pacific Calls, promo code there, BHP25, and Boss Shot Shells.